Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, coming at you with Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, have you ever needed to ride in style? Are you going out on a fancy occasion and you need just the perfect fit? Well, look no further, guys. I've got it right here. It is this amazing limo. It is modeled after a Dodge Challenger. So it was really fun, lots of fun to build. I built it during a live stream, and I just finished touching it up and everything, and I'm ready to show it to you guys. And I'm also going to be showing you guys another thing in this video. You can see it over there in the background. It is a really cool overpass and highway off-ramp. Really cool modular stuff that I'm going to be trying to piece together for you guys, so we can kind of keep working on that Scrap Mechanic City a little bit. So let's get this limo turned around and we are going to check it out. Alright, so here we go. We've got the limo turned around. We are going to get a better look at it here. You can see it is using some modded pieces. Of course, it's the mod pack with the polygon mod pack as well as the glass polygon mod pack. I absolutely love them, and you can achieve some really interesting builds with them. So you can see it's relatively long. It is definitely a limo, but it is definitely jam-packed full of really neat details. You can see right here we have a license plate. It says Limos on it. There's some really neat features as well with the turning signals. I'll show you guys that once we hop inside. And right here, this is really neat. This is something I just kind of decided to add, but it's kind of like a guard over the wheel. And I kind of think it added a pretty neat little aspect of detail to it. And then here I marked the doors. Actually, you can see there's 2 doors on this side. I did have 4 originally, but I ended up getting rid of 2 of them because it was just way too laggy. And here we go, right back to the front again. So, pretty cool build. We can get right into the driver's seat, though, this way. So if we press that switch there, you can see it opens up, and we can kind of hop inside. There's some minor details here. Some things that you would see in a limo, though, of course. We have up above there a really neat sunroof. Now you press the 2 key for that, and there you go. You can see you open up this sunroof. That is using like surface glass panels, so it's definitely a lot more usable when it comes to those big blocky ones. And we can open up the doors from this seat as well. You press the 1 key right here, and we have those cool like uprising doors. So we can easily just hop out of the seat there, and we are going to go check out the back of it. Now this is actually a lot of fun to kind of sit around in. You can see there are no actual seats. Now what I ended up doing was adding these block seats. So when you sit inside of it, you can see it doesn't look too bad. So you can actually kind of make custom seats this way. So it's really nice to have the mods for that purpose. But back here we definitely do have all sorts of cool stuff. We can press this button here and you can see there's actually a little divider window, so you can actually talk to the driver from back here when you're en route to whatever fancy dinner you have to go to, of course. So we can just shut that up again. Alright, so we can actually shut the doors from in here as well, because I would imagine you would definitely want control back here. And this button right here, you can actually control the sunroof from as well. And we have loads of radios. I just put those there to kind of act as like detail speakers. Now this is kind of funny. I put a bathtub in here because people were saying in the stream to add some type of like jacuzzi or spa thing. So the bathtub was, I guess, a natural thing to put in. Now it didn't look good. People didn't even really like it that much, so I ended up working with it, and I'm really happy with this ultimate design. You can see that it has the surface panels lining it all the way around, so that was kind of just to hide it a little bit better. So when you actually sit inside of it, you can see it really does look kind of cool. And when you sit right here, you can see there's actually a little bit of a view of the television there, so you can hop out no problem. You don't get glitched up, and you can see we do have some type of makeshift television, I suppose. So the last thing inside here really is this disco ball kind of thing. I tried my best to get it going in a relatively interesting way. I had a lot of fun adding this in, though. The stream guys, I love it when you guys are joining me during them. Let me know in the comments, actually, were you there for this stream? If you were, let me know. I'd love to hear about it and what you thought of the stream, because of course, guys, I do stream every Saturday. Alright, so let's turn that off. We are going to just quickly... Oh, no, not open the sunroof. I guess, no, let's open the sunroof. Open the doors here. You can see sometimes they are a little bit glitchy. Alright, so let's make our way into the driver's seat now. We are going to go for a little bit of a drive here. Let's shut the doors. Alright, perfect. Actually, oops, I shut the sunroof by accident. Alright, so now we are cruising along. You can see this is kind of like a highway. I started working on this a while ago, and I got a lot of feedback on it, so I ended up thinning out the lights quite a bit. There were like a million lights. I got rid of like pretty much every single other one, and I turned them into some usable modules. So here you can see this is one of the modules. It is the exit sign, so you don't want to have to like make something too tall because you're gonna end up hitting that. So I guess it was kind of like a height limiter. But it's pretty cool because it shows you to turn right here, so we actually have an off-ramp. So I am going to keep building in this world every now and then, guys. You can see I will test cars in it and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep that highway going in that direction for a future episode. But what you can see here, it does get a little bit laggier, but nonetheless really cool. So this is a good opportunity to show you guys a neat feature that this car has, or limo I should say, and it is the turn signal. So if I turn my wheels to the left, you can see that I actually signal to the left to make a turn, and if I do the same on the opposite side, you can see I actually get a turn signal to the right. And that is a really neat feature, and I never really added it to vehicles before, but in this case, it's the first time I've ever done it, and I think I'm going to add it to cars from now on, because it is pretty simple. I can show you underneath the vehicle here, you can see there is a little bit of logic with a timer. So that is basically just bouncing back and forth all the time, and it only activates when you use A or D, and that is activated right in here if I get a little bit of a view. There it is. You can see when I turn left and I turn right, it activates a sensor, which picks up the logic down here, which turns on these lights. So, really cool. I'm definitely going to keep using it, like I said. Alright, so moving on now. You can see this is a really neat little section of highway. This is an overpass. It's a little finicky to drive over. It does generate quite a bit of FPS drop. But you can see here, guys, we can just kind of swing this turn a little bit like that, and we do have clearance to make it up this hill, surprisingly. Alright, so we have to kind of boot it or else we are going to get stuck. There we go, made it all the way over. That is absolutely awesome. Alright, now we are off the highway. So, as you can see, there is a whole bunch more that I can add to this highway world. I'm kind of bouncing around with different worlds here, but I'm definitely going to keep going back to all of them. But you know what? I actually want to try a couple things. I want to try and drive like a couple different vehicles of mine over this off-ramp, see if we can get some air. Alright, take a quick little shortcut through the woods here. Alright guys, I got the MR2 spawned right here. I am going to attempt to drive this thing over. I want to see if I can get some air even. Hopefully it doesn't bottom out. Let's back it up here. Let's get a little bit of space here. Let's jam the throttle. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, some air. Big air. Made it over. I feel like I could have done that a little bit better. You know what though? I want to try one more vehicle. Alright, here we go. One more vehicle to take off of this. I am going to use the motorcycle that I made a while ago here. Let's see what happens. Alright, okay, big air. Into the woods I go. Yep, there we go. That's a little bit of a wipe out there. But I can keep driving because this thing is using some glitchiness here. Alright guys, so there you have it. It is the really cool limousine modeled after a Dodge Challenger. I sure hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you enjoyed the highway additions as well. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, of course, guys, if you did enjoy this video or the build, then make sure you hit that like button. It'll definitely let me know you guys are enjoying what you see, and we are just going to keep on going with Endless Scrap Mechanic. So, if you haven't already subscribed for Endless Scrap Mechanic, well, you might as well do that, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. So, bye for now.